Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Thank you so much for coming today. Before I get into the lesson, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We almost have 10,000 students here on YouTube. So if you haven't yet already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the bell notifications. So if you turn on notifications, you should be notified for when I post a new lesson and when I go live. Okay, so let's get into today's lesson. Today's lesson is a very important one because many of my students make this mistake. And I think no matter what your English level is, I notice people tend to trip up on using these words. So no matter what your English level is, it's very good to review and you can learn from your mistakes. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be about much, many, and a lot of. Much, many, a lot of. Okay, so I think a lot of students know that we use much for uncountable nouns. So what is an uncountable noun? Well, an uncountable noun is a noun that doesn't have, or we don't use the plural form. So, for example, something that we can't count or that is very difficult to count. For example, we can say time. Time is an uncountable noun. It's a general word for minutes, hours, days. It's all included in time, okay? However, what a lot of students make a mistake on is using much in the affirmative. So we wouldn't say, I have much time. That sounds a little bit strange, kind of unnatural. So when do we use much? Well, we use much for questions and in the negative. So how much time do you have? I don't have much time. Okay, but if you say, I have much time, sounds a little bit strange, not natural, sounds very stiff. Okay, going on to many, many. So many is used for countable nouns. So a countable noun is something that can be counted. So for example, cups, cups, right? I have many cups. So we can use many in the affirmative as a question and in the negative for countable nouns, okay? So we can say, I have many cups. Do you have many cups? I don't have many cups. Okay, but we can't use many with uncountable nouns. So we don't say, I have many time. That doesn't make sense, okay? The last one, and I think this is one that everyone should know. It is the most flexible of these three. So a lot of, a lot of. We can also say lots of, lots of. So a lot of or lots of, they're the same. We can use this with uncountable and countable nouns. So when in doubt, you can use a lot of, okay? So I have a lot of time. I have a lot of cups, okay? So this one, you can use a lot of the time, all right? So let's go into the questions that I have, all right? So you can see at the top, I have it written out. Much, we use it for uncountable nouns, uncountable. And we use this with questions and in the negative, questions and in the negative, okay? Please do not use much in the affirmative, okay? It is not good English, all right? It sounds very old, okay? Next, many. Many we can use for countable nouns, right? Then a lot of or lots of. Countable or uncountable nouns. So very simple, right? Okay, so let's try number 1. Please write your answers in the comments, okay? So number 1, how many do you have? How many do you have? Is it much, many? What do you think? A lot of? Okay, so the correct answer here is how much. How much money do you have? So money is an uncountable noun. We can count dollars, we can count yen, we can count pesos, but the word money includes everything. So it becomes just a category. So it just becomes an uncountable noun. How much money do you have? Like I said before, a lot of and lots of can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. However, we would not use it in a question like this. How a lot of money do you have? That doesn't make sense. We could use a lot of in a question form if we said, do you have a lot of money? Do you have lots of money? All right. But in this question, how much money do you have? All right. Did you get it right? I hope so. Let's try number 2. How apples do you want to buy? How apples do you want to buy? All right. Leave your answer in the comments below. Okay. All right. So the correct answer here is how many apples do you want to buy? How many? How many apples is countable? 1 apple, 2 apples? Okay, how many apples do you want to buy? Again, we cannot say a lot of or lots of here because we're using the word how. The sentence structure doesn't make sense for a lot of. We could say, do you want to buy a lot of apples? That would be okay. All right, number 3. We had of fun. We had of fun. What do you think the correct answer is? So if we look at this sentence, fun is an uncountable noun. We don't say 1 fun or 2 funs. We just say fun. We had fun. What can we use here for an uncountable noun? Well, the correct answer is we had a lot of fun, or we had, I'll put it underneath, lots of fun. We had a lot of fun. We had lots of fun. Okay, we cannot say we had much fun or many fun. I kind of gave you a hint here because the word of is here, but we wouldn't be able to say I had much fun or we had many fun. So many is only for countable nouns. Again, much is not used in the affirmative. We had much fun. It sounds a little bit strange. So we had a lot of fun or we had lots of fun. Okay? Number 4, I have friends. I have friends. What is the correct answer? Okay, please write your answer in the comments. Very good. Okay, so here, friends is a countable noun. So we could say, I have many friends. I have many friends. Or we could also say, I have a lot of friends, or I have lots of friends. So there are several answers for number 4. I have many friends. I have a lot of friends. I have lots of friends. All right, the only one we can't use here is much. All right, 2 more to go. Number 5, she doesn't have time. She doesn't have time. Write your answer in the comments. I hope you can get this right. Okay, so this question is in the negative, She doesn't have, and time is uncountable, right? So we could say she doesn't have much time. That would be totally okay. She doesn't have much time. Much time, time is uncountable and it's in the negative. We could also say she doesn't have a lot of time. So this is not a question, it's in the negative form. She doesn't have a lot of time or lots of time. Those are all correct. Okay, last one, number 6. How times have you been here? Ooh, tricky, since I just said time was uncountable. So when we're talking about time, minutes, hours, this time is uncountable. But when we talk about 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, going somewhere or doing something, not about clock time, we can use it as a countable noun. A little bit tricky. So how times have you been here? The correct answer is how many. How many times have you been here? So this is a question form with how. We cannot use a lot of or lots of. We could say, have you been here lots of times, a lot of times, many times? But how many times have you been here? How many? All right. I hope this was an understandable lesson. Please let me know if you have any questions, and please write some example sentences in the comments down below. Okay, and if you have any suggestions for new lessons, I'm always looking for suggestions. So please, if you have questions not on much, many, or a lot of, you can also leave them in the comments and I will see if I can make a video on it. All right, thank you everyone for watching today's lesson. I'll be back tomorrow with another brand new lesson, so please subscribe so you know when the lesson will be posted. All right, thank you everyone so much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.